Hey everybody, here with a little more Dota 2. Let's go to the chat. Anyway, I have not played Dota 2 for a long time, and I haven't uploaded a lot lately, mostly because I've been busy. But since I got home because it's summer now, figured I'd play some Dota 2 matches. This is like my second one from coming back. The first game, some of the other team rage quit. Well, I assume they rage quit because they were losing, but like, they weren't losing that bad. But I mean, I think he was just pissed off because I was playing Invoker and I got like 3 shun strikes in a row on him, and he just got pissed off and left or something. But yeah. So this game is pretty cool. It doesn't show the heroes in this screen. Okay, now it just did at the end there. But so what happened was somebody random Mirana, Yellow did, and he wanted to he didn't want a Mirana, and so I swapped with him. So he wanted Clinks, so I picked Clinks, and then I got Mirana. So I'm playing Mirana, and this is a weird game because I'm like playing support Mirana. The Ancient Apparition actually goes middle, which is fine by me because as a Mirana, I don't particularly, I didn't really feel comfortable enough going mid because I wasn't sure how effective I'd be. I also bought Courier, and I bought a lot of regen, as you can see, because I wasn't anticipating going middle. Because he mentioned it, and like some other people were like saying like, ah, no, I should go middle, and I'm like, it's a little late for me to go middle, guys, because I bought very little stat items, and I had to buy the Courier, and now I have all this regen. Like, I don't need to go middle. I mean, an Ancient Apparition with farm is actually pretty good. Like, definitely good to give an Ancient Apparition some farm, because otherwise he's so incredibly squishy. Yeah. And this is where we were kind of talking, like, should I go mid or not? And I'm just like, oh, let's go bottom with the Elder Titan. This is something I didn't consider, but Elder Titan with Mirana is actually a really good lane setup. Because I don't know if you know how Elder Titan works, but
the game is on.
Look at all those battle points. But yeah, Elder Titan, what he does is he can like put people to sleep basically. But when somebody does damage, they'll wake up. But the thing is they can put them to sleep, and then I can shoot my arrow, and it'll stun them. I don't know if you know what Mirana's arrow does, but we'll look. Fires an arrow with deadly precision, 3,000 range, it's slow moving and stuff. Basically, whatever it hits gets stunned for at least half a second and maximum 5 seconds. And honestly, if you get a 5-second stun with this, that is just like, what the hell. Okay, so here, I saw Jakiro go through here, because he's going to ward, like he did. He put a ward down to block the camp, just right there. But then Doom has the haste, because I don't know why they didn't pick up the haste. They had the haste control, and then I make an arrow, and we're going to get a first blood out of this.
That's a first.
I don't know why they didn't pick up the haste. Like, how did Doom get the haste? I don't know how that happened, but
first time for everything.
That was kind of silly. I'm actually going to go into free camera right now. Actually, we might try and get a kill on this Death Prophet. No, I think I just zone her out. That's what you should do, is try and zone people out. Especially since Jakiro's not there, she can't hope to really fight against me. Okay, they did have 2 wards here, and I figured they did. I should have gotten a sentry ward and put it right here. But I was lazy this game and I didn't get one, because I saw the Jakiro went up here, so I figured he put a ward here to watch the rune and stuff. And then I knew he placed one here. And so here I accidentally pulled the range creep, which is a pretty big mistake, actually. Anyway. So we know they have a lone druid jungling, which I don't like jungling lone druid very much. It's only really good if the game's gonna go really late, I feel, because it's gonna go. Then the druid can just sit in jungle and like get a double Midas, one on him and one on his bear, and then he can get his farm back up. But it's just like he has such low farm in the beginning. An Ancient Apparition versus Invoker. Invoker is actually going to be doing quite well, except really this Invoker is doing a really big mistake right now. He has no levels in Quas, so he has no passive regen from Quas. And he has no regen. If this Ancient Apparition was good, all Ancient Apparition has a bottle already, and Tangos. So all the Ancient Apparition has to do is basically just go all in on this guy and basically hurt the shit out of him. But anyways, they come bottom. I think I remember this part. I wasn't anticipating him going in this hard, and so he takes a lot of damage. I think I missed my arrow too. No, I think I hit. Yeah, she moved out of the way, which is good. I remember this. I was watching the highlights for this just for the hell of it, and this is apparently a highlight. Like Death Prophet doing some shitty, like, juking into the trees. She probably actually could have killed me, because she has 6 armor. But, I mean, if she would have tried to kill me, he's coming back right now, but she just TP's out, and it's just like, lol. That was apparently a highlight. Like the most non-exciting tree juking I've ever seen, and that's a highlight. I don't even know. Here I was coming here, because he was pulling, and I was thinking I could help out, but doesn't do it in time. Didn't do it fast enough. Anyway, at this point is when I know they have this warded when the next 4-minute comes around, because this doesn't respawn. I should have gotten a sentry ward, because people do this a lot. They put the ward here, and they put a ward over here. And if you put a sentry ward, like, right around here, you can just destroy both wards. I'm just trying to harass them out of experience range, because right now he's out of experience range. So, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know why they fortified. That's weird. I'll go back in player perspective for now. Here comes the stomp. And so, yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's easy stun on him. I don't know why. She shouldn't have even bothered silencing. Like, I don't know what that did.
Your phase ends.
Like, the silence from Death Prophet did very little. But Jakiro's died twice now, and we gotta kill somewhere else. Apparently, Ancient Apparition died. I think he died because he was being an idiot, if I recall. It's like, the second that Invoker had no regen, he should have lost the lane. That's what should have happened. I want player perspective on me. Why you're not showing my stuff? Anyway. It's just like, Invoker should have lost the lane. Ooh, what's going up there? Oh, how convenient. I was paying attention. And like 2 people chasing. I think this is where the Clink. I think this is where the Clinks also dies from stupid shit. Anyway, bot is doing pretty well. Here I tell Clinks to couriers there. But after looking at him in a little bit, I see he doesn't actually have mana. I'm actually going up there to help him gank the Luna because I know she was at half HP, but she popped a Self, and Clinks he doesn't even have enough mana to go invis. And so there's no reason for him to be standing that close to the creep wave. I mean, it's too dangerous at that point with such low health and with no mana. He needs to, like, just back up. But whatever. I go up here because even though it's dangerous to lane against this Luna, because she's probably like, what's her level? She's level 7, and I'm level 4, so it is kind of dangerous to lane against her. But I'm playing pretty safe back here, and I have Leap, Mirana's E. It's kind of like a blink. You kind of just jump away really fast, and I can get away back to my tower in safety, probably. I mean, she'd have to get somebody else to come and attack me. So just last hitting, you know, gotta get that sweet money. Here she takes a lot of damage. Takes like 3 tower hits and 2 arrows from me. And it's like, that's unnecessary. You gotta punish him for auto-attacking. She has so much more base damage than me because she probably has Lunar Blessing. She has over 100 base damage. It's so much better than mine. She actually maxed Lunar Blessing, which I don't agree with. Lucent Beam is almost always better to max. Here, we missed the arrow because I'm like, I'm bad at this game. But then I'm like, oh, this is a pretty good play, I think. I know she's maneuvering to do her ultimate, so I just leap away, and I dodge most of her ultimate. And meanwhile, Clinks has just been wailing on her.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
So I saw her just barely, so I shoot the arrow to cut her off. I shot it a little bit too far ahead. But I mean, it still worked. And so after me missing like every arrow ever, I mean, that was probably some of my worst arrows. I make some pretty good arrows later in the game. And now I'm completely out of mana and shit, and I go back. And I think I finish my wand, because wand is amazing. Although I never really use it that much, because after a little while, I don't know what the other team is doing. They like just give up or something. They don't really give up, but they get like really, really passive, like unnecessarily passive. Like they have good team fight. Jakiro and Luna and Invoker and Death Prophet. It's good team fight. All they really have to watch out for is Elder Titan. I mean, if they like look at this, Invoker is fighting them 2v1 and almost gets a kill. If this Invoker would have just not been an idiot, he would have lived. Like he should have ran. You can't fight 2v1. Here I was thinking about teleporting, but then I think I end up teleporting bottom, yeah. Because I noticed that there's Death Prophet. I'm like, we can kill Death Prophet. If he gets a sleep off, it's game over. And notice also, I knew their wards were gone because it's after 6 minutes, and I knew they placed them around the beginning. So wards only last for 6 minutes, so I knew both their wards were gone, so I know that she couldn't see me.
Not meant to be.
Here she jukes into the trees, which is a huge mistake.
Yes.
Well, she didn't know I was there, which is, you know, she didn't know I was there. She can't exactly anticipate that. But even still, what she could have done is she could have juked into the trees and teleported because dude face didn't have his sleep. Here we go. I was thinking about losing my arrow, but there we go. Now I shoot my arrow. It's like long range arrow.
Top tower's hurting.
Total kill steal. Yeah, buy a TP scroll in case I need to teleport some. I was thinking about teleporting top, but I'm just like, fuck this shit. They can have top. Let's come down here and 4-man gank Death Prophet.
Top tower's taking hits. The Radiant lost the top tower. The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Hit another arrow. We probably didn't need it anyway because the Elder Titan used his ultimate, and that probably would have fucked her over. Here I'm considering TPing bottom.
Guess what's happening?
Because if nobody else is going to, I want the experience and shit. So I think I do end up doing it. I'm just kind of wondering what to do because I see there's people middle, and so I'm like, eh. And then Ancient Apparition goes over there, so I'm like, alright, I'll rotate middle then. And here I get a bottle because I really need some sort of mana regen to like use my abilities and stuff and be effective. I should have waited like half a second there, then I could have actually gotten the money. But I really need the mana regen. And the health regen's not bad either. I still have 3 tangos in my inventory though, so health regen's not as big of a deal. Here, Luna was going for our courier.
Allies disappear.
He got killed by a neutral, which is good. But I used my ultimate to try and help him escape.
Hurry to your doom.
Luna, not Luna. Mirana's ultimate is actually really good. They recently buffed it. It used to cost 175 mana, but it only costs 75. So that was one problem before. Is 175 is like almost half of my mana for that spell. Like right now, I could cast 175 and do Starstorm and my arrow, but I mean, here I was thinking about teleporting. I wasn't going to until I noticed our other guy teleported. I should have probably TP'd. Yeah, there we go. Should have TP'd a little earlier. I should have shot the arrow, I still think. I was worried about that. I'm like, should I have shot the arrow? I'm not entirely sure. Longest arrow ever! Missed, of course. Yeah, I'm just shooting the Luna to do a little bit of damage, but I only do 62 damage, and I think she has a poor man's shield, which further cuts that down to 42. And then she has armor, so I'm probably only hitting her for like 30 damage or something absurdly tiny, which is like not even worth it. I think I bring myself a Clarity and the TP scroll. I was kind of regretting that we pushed them back. Like, I don't know. I think I should have arrowed that Death Prophet.
Bottom is missing.
I think I should have arrowed him.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged.
Here we go. Pop my Clarity so I can get more mana. Because Mirana definitely needs mana. She is, in the beginning of the game, she's a spellcaster. Later in the game, she can transition into a carry role.
Yes.
So Luna is beyond dead.
Somebody's on a roll.
I didn't even bother going after the Invoker because I don't have a stun. We're just not positioned properly. Like, we don't really have many stuns. We have basically my arrow, Ancient Apparition's stun, which is unreliable. We basically only have unreliable stuns, which is not very good. Like, if our team draft would have been better, we probably should have gotten something like a, I don't know. Here, I thought he was gonna move back a little bit more. I just want to hit this guy as much as possible because I don't know if that's a. Okay, yeah, he's dead now. But yeah, he got the deny off, which is good. Goodbye, Invoker. I don't know if that's level 1 Doom still or not. Yeah, that was level 1 Doom, which really doesn't do that much damage. It's only it's still 450 magic damage, but it's definitely livable. Once you get to like level 2 though, it's 600, and then you know you get to level frickin' oh no, level wait, hold on. It's 450, and then it's 750. Okay, it's 15 times
Radiant's
50.
top tower's taking hits.
And then it's 70 times 15, which is going to be 1,050 magic damage, which is a lot. I mean, after basic reduction, that's going to be little over 700 magic damage, which is a lot of magic damage. I would not want to get hit by that. Here, I think I start making my Yasha, which is kind of stupid. No, I'm going Drum. I should have finished my boots first. I go Power Treads, which I think is still good. I might have wanted to have gone Arcane Boots, though. Because that would have meant I could have just spammed more. And I don't think anybody else on my team has Arcane Boots, and so it would have been nice for my team as well. So I think in that role, I probably should have gotten Arcane Boots, but I wanted to get Power Treads for extra survivability for me, because you look at my HP, getting Power Treads would boost it nicely, which I need. It also, you can bottle more efficiently with Power Treads.
Invisibility. Bullseye.
Kill him.
Tower's in trouble. Going from rogue. That's 4 in a row. 2 down.
I don't know why Luna came in here. It was dumb though.
2 down.
Haven't you got better things to do?
Here I'm like, is there a rune? That'd be great. I'm like, fuck.
The Dire best do something about
But after that fight, I almost have my drum.
Dire just couldn't save.
And then we
that
killed the
bottom
tower, so then I almost have my drum even more. Here I'm like, I'm gonna go hide over here where he can totally see me, because I really want to arrow him. He probably saw me go in there.
Dire's bottom tower's
Okay, there.
getting the
And then he moved up to dual breath at that time, which made it more difficult,
5 in a row.
which made me miss my arrow. Here I'm like, I want to help take the tower.
Technical difficulties.
Then I'm like, I do shit damage, and I really just want the rune. So I think at this point I'm like, I'm just gonna go get the rune
Dire's
if it's still
mid-tower
down here.
needs a little help.
And of course it's not, so I'm just like, God damn
The
it.
Dire couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
And we get the tower, so I just back off anyway. I'm just gonna go back and fill up my bottle then and get my drum, which will greatly boost all my stats, because it's +9 to every stat. I think it's +9. Yes. +9 to every stat, which is pretty huge. Let's see what everybody else on the map is doing. Actually, let's look at the net worth. Here I am. I'm not really farming very well. That's because I have very few last hits. Like, I mean, actually I have the second lowest. But I mean, Death Prophet has more than me and I have more than her. So, I mean, you look at like hero level, I'm highest than anybody on the team. Like, I have been involved in a lot of fights. I haven't just, you know, this is kind of what you want to do as like a support-ish person. Like, I mean, I'm not really farming. I'm taking the opportunity when I can to go farm. But like, if Clinks would have came here and started farming, I would have just left. Because I mean, getting like the drum is huge because it makes me so much more survivable. It gives me a larger mana pool. It gives me better base mana regen. It gives me more health regen. It's just overall really good. Gives me more attack speed, more movement speed for me and my allies. And then it has, yeah, it's a good item. It's like if you can get this item, it's like, it's so good for yourself. And it's quite cheap. He gets wrecked, Elder Titan.
You should have known better.
Missed his ultimate too. I think this actually hits Death Prophet. The thing is, this Ancient Apparition has his level 2 ulti already, and so that hits really hard on Death Prophet because she's quite squishy. You see how much that did? Like 2/3 of her health.
Radiant bottom tower ain't a
Yeah, I'm going over here because I want to try and
Radiant
deny it.
Bottom towers.
I remember this. My TP, I was going to TP, but my TP was still on cooldown. And it got off cooldown like when I was right here, and I'm like, I can maybe still make it without TPing. But yeah. Here I use my ultis so people are invisible. But then they put down a sentry ward. But you know, now they're out of sentry ward range, so I can't exactly hit them. My ultimate is beast mode. And then here, I remember this part. I was like thinking about teleporting this entire time. I was like, should I TP? But then I remember, like, we don't have our tier 1 tower. I'd have to TP all the way back there. I don't know if that's correct. That's pretty stupid of Clinks. He like walked within tower range. So then we lose Clinks and Doom, which are, you know, our top people. Like, if you honestly look, we're not that far ahead in gold. Or, I mean, we're ahead in experience by quite a bit, but it's not like... It's only like, probably... Because let's see. These two cancel these two, I cancel Lone Druid, so we only have 8 levels total more. Which, I mean, spread out across heroes isn't that much. That's like maybe 1 to 2 levels per hero. I mean, this is still like a really close game. But for whatever reason, I'm not sure what... They're just like... not playing properly. Or something. Here they do this, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about arrowing. You saw it flash there. And then I'm like, oh my god, that hurts so much.
5 in a row.
Double kill.
Woo.
Another put down.
I don't even know when I arrowed. I think I arrowed the Invoker as he was coming down from the Cyclone. She moves the other way. I thought she was going to continue chasing after the Clinks, but, you know, she's not. This dude has just regular boots, so he's fucked, because Jakiro is slow anyway. And then he has regular boots, so it's just like, yeah. I think here I start buying a Yasha, and I should have just finished my boots, because I didn't realize I still had unupgraded boots. I mean, I probably should upgrade the boots before the drum even. I'm not sure about that, though.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. Dire's structure's looking fortified.
Let's see what else is going on the map. Clinks is farming. He's farming decently well. He has Orchid, Soul Ring. I mean, this Luna is farming pretty well. She has Tranquil, Drums, him with the Dominator. She's actually quite strong. If their team would actually fight properly, if they would use Invoker to control, he doesn't even have any Wex, which I think is a mistake. As an Invoker, if you're going Exhort, you want to go 4 in Exhort, 4 in Quash, so you can get double Forge Spirits like he has. And then you want to put at least 1 point in Wex, I feel, because that unlocks so many more spells that are useful. For example, Deafening Blast, Tornado, and Ghost Walk, so he can go Invis. Because nobody, like, they don't have any Invis heroes, and nobody on our team like bot detection this entire game. So if he would have gotten Ghost Walk, he could have escaped death a few times. And here I think our team's about to get ganked, so he silences him. I mean, yeah, so this is kind of just... Boosh! I don't know, they didn't kill him, though, which is kind of... I mean, this is why I think the Invoker, instead of going Exhort, should have definitely gone Quas Wex. The reason I say this is because he could have used EMP, which, if you can see how it burns mana, it can burn up to 400 when Wex is maxed. So imagine if all these points were in Wex, he'd be burning 350 mana. If you look at the amount of mana that's a large portion of Clinks' mana, of Doom's mana. I mean, early game, that would have been more devastating. But I mean, now it would still be good. Because I mean, that would have been like almost all my mana. I would not have much mana. I could use Star Storm and then 1 Sacred Arrow, and that'd be like all the mana I would have. And it's just like, it would have been very useful for them to have. And they need the more control from like Tornado and stuff. Because right now, let's look at their control mechanisms. It's basically Jakiro, who's hideously underfarmed. Their Death Prophet has a silence, which is useful for controlling people, but it doesn't slow us down at all or stop us from running away. And then they have Lone Druid, who can control with Entangle, but it's random. It's not reliable. He's really lucky that he... Okay, there's an Entangle. He might have used a Cloak before, though. Doom is going Dagon. But yeah, it's just like, I mean, they need the control, and Luna has like a mini stun and Lucent Beam, but If they would have Invoker and he had a lot of Quas and a lot of Wex and maybe one Exhort, he could do Tornado and he could do Ice Wall and he could do Deafening Blast, and Deafening Blast would have a really long disarm time, which would be really useful considering Clink says right click. And like we have a lot of right click, and even Ancient Apparition does decent right click damage. And if he had like a 4-second disarm, it would be good.
7 in a row.
So here I'm going for Yasha first, and then I realize, oh shit, I should probably finish my boots first. See, I mean, if you look at my mana regen, it's 1.8 right now, which is probably good enough for my needs at the moment. Mostly just because Drum gives so many stats, and I also have a wand that gives stats. And I mean, in terms of mana regen, I'm set now, basically. I mean, unless I just start spamming arrows every time it's off cooldown. Because I have I get burst from the magic wand, and then I can get the bottle. And then I'm just regenerating a fair amount. Here I'm thinking about arrowing, but I mean, the thing about Lone Druid is he has this fucking bear, which is really annoying, and Ancient Apparition totally whiffed his ultimate.
As in back.
Oh, he actually said that in all chat, I didn't even notice. Here Doombringer kinda got caught out. They might have wanted to go for that. I mean, he almost has max movement speed though when he's by the drum. When he has phase boots up and stuff.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Kill the skeletons.
Dire's top tower. Dire's got one less top
That's kind of a
tower.
funny, like, that's like a breakdancing move or something. The Lone Druid that got stuck in. Could almost make some shitty ass bear pun. At this point, I think they should have gotten a gem or something. I mean, let's still look at the experience and stuff. I mean, okay, now it's been going up because they haven't been farming. I mean, look how many are just sitting around here not doing anything. This is why they are getting behind now. Meanwhile, I think I'm going up here because I want to see if there's a rune, and there is. So I'm like, all right, hot damn. I have full mana and full health, and now I got a dilemma rune. And I finished my treads. I'm gonna probably sit on strength a lot because it gives you 8. And you get a 19 HP per every strength, so it's 8 times 19, which is 152. Is that right? Yes. No. Yes. Pretty sure that's right. 152. But that's quite a bit of health, actually. And there's one thing that's important to do is I switched to int treads when I cast. I should have switched from like to something else from here. Here, we just scare him away, and it's kind of just like... I missed that arrow so hard. Honestly, if he would have kept sticking the Forge Spirits on me, I might have died. Because he drained so much of my... Forge Spirits drain, they drain mana. And it's actually it's not an insignificant amount of mana. I mean, not of mana, of armor. So I had like 0 armor there, and they were hitting for 74 damage a pop, and I was only like 400 health. So I mean, they could have potentially killed me if he was paying attention. I think I might have had leap or something coming off cooldown, but I might have just died. I think I was waiting there for a second. I was contemplating just using my ultimate just to ensure that I wouldn't die from them, but they stopped auto attacking me. And I kind of just assumed he wouldn't be paying enough attention.
Dire's mid tower.
And then this Jakiro is just so incredibly squishy to this Clinks because he has Crystallis now, so he's hitting very hard. It's very easy for him just to murder people.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. Guess what's
Gonna shoot
happening
the
to
arrow of
Dire's
justice.
bottom tower?
There, I jump after Death Prophet. I was quite pleased with my reactions actually at that moment. I think Invoker's gonna die now from the... I think Luna's trying to deny him, but it's too late. Yeah, getting doomed with an AA ultimate is pretty ridiculous. What was I gonna say though?
Pet, thanks you.
The second I saw Death Prophet for like half a second because I was
bottom
over
tower's
here, and I
getting
just
the
instantly
business.
like leaped and Starstormed, and it was like,
Dyer's
yes.
bottom tower got blown to bits.
Reaction speed. Okay, and I think here I finally have my Yasha, which is gonna be useful because it gives me more movement speed, which is it gives me more attack speed and more attack damage, which is useful for my right click. Although I don't really need to worry about right click because we have so many better right clickers at this point. Mirana can be a good right clicker, but she needs a lot of farm to be doing it. I mean, Mirana is more of a semi-carry and good at setting up ganks. I feel like I've been playing her pretty well. I feel like I could have more money. I'm still like not last hitting very much. I'm still second to last in last hits, you know. But I mean, yeah, it's not really my job. Here we're killing Jakiro again. I'm like, lol, I didn't even have to do anything. Like, nobody's particularly last hitting that well. Like, only 131 last hits is not very good. I mean, I would say getting 70 last hits every 10 minutes is pretty good. So they're probably like, they're behind by like, what is that, like 33% or something? Gonna fight some dudes. Shoot my arrow again. Invoker's not paying attention, he's just standing still, so it's just like, easiest kill ever.
Not enough.
Because he has Dagon level 5, I think, now. Yeah. And that shit hurts really bad. And the cooldown solo, like, he could honestly just use it to fuck with the bear right now. Like, he could just hit the bear with it. Just to fuck with it. Bear has Armlet. I have not tried to play Lone Jude with Armlet on the bear yet. It's been pretty popular recently. Because it gives the bear a lot of survivability and other stuff. So, I mean, it is good for sure. But I think the HP regen is one really, really nice thing about it. Because one problem I always run into when I'm using the bear is it's like always kind of at like half health. Which is obnoxious. So HP regen is definitely useful. Okay, he gets Maelstrom as well. I think Basher would have been better. Anyway, they're doing Roshan. And I mean, we have pretty good right click now, so kind of dies. Clinch gets it. Here I ult because I'm pinging this guy. Let's switch back to my player's perspective. I'm pinging this guy. Like, let's murder him. We're like all invis. Arrow. Perfect. Little arrow. I managed to sneak it around the side of the bear and then hit him. Here I'm going to go check runes, see if it's bottom, because I do need mana. But then I realize it's not there. And then I'm like, shit. And here I'm like, okay, we should maybe try and kill Luna. She backs up at that exact point, and so I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Take all the monies, and then I go up here to try and get the rune, and I realize it's gone. I don't know who took it. Luna could have survived there. She has BKB, and it was off cooldown. If she would have just BKB'd, she could have BKB'd and actually turned down the clinks, probably. I don't know. It's like, it's better to use the BKB, I think, than die. That's for sure. Because, I mean, what's the BKB cooldown? Stop looking at me. Wanna look at Luna? Fuck you, game. I guess I can't because she's dead. It won't let me go player perspective or something. We'll do free camera though then. Haha. So it would have been her first. Okay, the downside is if she did use it, it would have been her first BKB pop, which would have sucked. Because it's a 20-second or whatever. I mean, not 20 seconds. It's a 10-second magic immunity. And I don't know if you guys know about BKB, but it basically gets weaker the more you use it. So it would have been an 80-second cooldown, so she would still have like 30 seconds when she spawned on it. But I think the suckiest thing is it would have used the first charge. The first charge is 10 seconds.
No breaking through the
and that's 10
for
seconds
now.
to be magic immune
Dyer's
is
top
huge.
tower, you know the drill.
And they would have gone down to 9, which, you know, you say 1
Dyer's
second,
top
but it's
tower's
1
getting
second,
down.
and that can make a
Dyer's
difference.
top tower's gone.
Meanwhile, Clinks takes top tower. So right now we have all of their outer towers. We still have all of our tier 2s. Like, I mean, still, they aren't doing that bad. I mean, it's basically since here, they've just been playing way too passive for like the last 10 minutes or whatever. I mean, this is one problem I think a lot of new players have is that they don't like they don't know what to do. They don't know how to farm when they're under pressure. I mean, I have this problem right now. I'm having problems like farming. I usually have problems where I don't farm in the mid game as well, although this is getting kind of late game now. I'm just trying to get my freaking Manta style, because that'll give me a lot, quite a bit more stats. And one kind of the main reason I got it, I ulti here to save this dude, but I realized he has Shadow Blade after, and it's completely useless for me to even try. But what was I gonna say? Manta style is useful for a couple things. I can Manta style out of Invoker Cold Snap and stuff. I can Manta style out of Jakiro Dual Breath Slow and stuff. I can Manta style out of Silence is the main reason I got it from Death Prophet. Manta styling out of that would be very useful. You might be able to Manta... I don't think you can Manta style out of the Bear's Entangle. I don't think you can. Here we're going after Luna. Leap is actually really good. I don't know if you guys know this, but oh my god, that fucking level 3 ultimate lasts for so long. She just hit 16 too. Here I got my Manta style. So now I actually have decent right click. I actually have decent right click now. I can, like, you know, do a lot of things. Look at that sweet, sweet bottle. It's such a good item. It's so cheap, and it's just like, yes. Yeah, I think Basher would have been a better choice on the bear. Astral Spirit. It's freaking 100 damage. Yeah, we never really got a good Elder Titan thing off. Luna just dies. I think we ganked her, and then he just used his Dagon, and it's like instant death. I know, he didn't use his Hand of Midas. So at this point, I mean, if I had these items 10 minutes ago, I would have been actually quite good, like damage and like carry potential. But I didn't. Jakiro is so underfarmed. He's basically only been buying wards. I mean, he's been doing what he can, but that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the stun lasts for so long, and then he walks forward just for a little bit, and Dagon 5. Yeah, I hit a creep with that. It's kind of stupid. Here I'm at the style, because then I have extra damage. I actually sick the illusions on Jakiro. I mean, if you look at how much damage they're doing, they're hitting for like 30 HP each time. Which really is pretty damn good. Like, I mean, just, there you go. Here comes Luna's BKB. It's just like... If she would have ulted there, she might have been able to kill me. Although I think we had creeps. Yeah, we had creeps there, so maybe the creeps might have saved me. He goes Ethereal Blade now. It's like the trolliest build. It could do so much damage though. If you Ethereal Blade somebody, level death, Dagon, that could do like...
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
That would do like 2,000 damage or something.
Gave up a bottom tower.
Because, I mean, the Ethereal Blade would do, like, 300 damage. Dagon would do 800 and an extra 40% because of the Ethereal effect. And then, so that would do, like, 1,000 damage. So it would be up to, like, 1,300. And then you would hit with this, which, if it was the correct level, it would do 275 plus 25% of their health. So that would be probably, like, 500 or something. Probably actually more. Probably be more like... Yeah, that would be close to 2,000, basically.
That's 4 in a row. 2 down.
As Jakiro turns around, which is kind of stupid, because then I hit him with an arrow. And then he's dead, and I get godlike. I think here, I'm making a Lincoln Sphere. Because, I can stop a lot of stuff with it, like Luna's Lucent Beam. And I also get it because I want mana and health regen, and I don't want the bottle anymore. And also, it gives a lot of good stats. The thingy that I'm talking about. But yeah, now it's basically game over at this point. I mean, like, now we have a huge experience advantage. Like, whereas before, we didn't have that big of an experience advantage. But now we have a huge one. And the gold advantage basically happened right here. This is where they stopped farming. Like, the 10,000 gold difference wasn't that bad. 10,000 gold difference it's a big advantage, but you can come back. I mean, all it takes is one bad team fight, and you can come back. But then, yeah, it's one bad team fight, and you can come back from that. But then they stopped farming, basically, and it was just like, whoop. Like, here you can see their shit, and this guy gets pissed off.
Our gift from the night.
I mean, really, in terms of last hits, like, neither of these two were farming that well. The only reason Doom got so much is because he went in Midas, and he has Devours, so he just gets shit tons of gold. He wasn't really farming specifically that well. But, I mean, it's just, like, they stopped farming. Like, all this GPM, it was probably higher, like, 10 minutes ago. And then they just stopped farming, because, I mean, then we took all their outer towers, and then we had map control, and it's like, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. I thought I played pretty well that game, though. I made a couple pretty good arrows and stuff. And, you know, I didn't die. I mean, if you're playing support, like, I mean, I was kind of, at the end, I kind of transitioned into, like, a semi-carry. But, support is definitely, not dying is huge. Because, I mean, I was pretty squishy in the beginning, so me not dying was a huge deal, really. It's kind of a big deal when you don't die. But, yeah. So, I guess that's it for now. I don't want to really extend this because, you know, I'm at home and my home internet's terrible. But, I'll try and post more Dota 2. I'm planning to actually play it a lot, like, now. Because I got the compendium, and it gives you a battle bonus. Show up compendium. What's at the top? It gives you like a huge battle bonus, and then I have another battle bonus. Oh, I got a treasure chest. Where's my other battle bonus? This thing, 75% battle bonus for 6 days. So I mean, that's like, woo, awesome. Think of all the awesome battle bonus. So it'll be a, and then I have this 225%. So I think this is 225% is like a straight multiplicative multiplier, so I think it's plus 125%, and then I think this would be plus 75%. So I think I'd get 200%, so I'd make 3 times as much battle points for basically a week, which would be like, woo. Because honestly, from that match I played, I probably went from like here to like here. So I can get an item like every 3 games or something, guaranteed, which is ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for now, so I guess next time, I don't know. I think I'm going to start streaming a lot of Dota 2. Streaming a lot of things in general because, yeah, I've just been kind of taking a break from everything the past week. Because I've just been, busy with stuff and I didn't want to do anything. But now I'm going to definitely kick things and do a higher gear. And we'll try and get some more stuff done. So, I guess hopefully I'll see you guys with some more Dota 2 in the near future. So I guess I'll see you guys next time.